In this video, I will show you how to add or subtract negative numbers. The prerequisites are that you can add or subtract positive numbers by yourself. So 5 plus 4, 10, gives us 19. 8 plus 3, 11. 10 minus 3, the subtraction over here, 7. And 12 minus 1 gives us 11. The next thing that you have to be able to do is to be able to identify patterns in a sequence. Over here, I've got a number of questions. They all begin with a 3 plus. Inside the question, I'm now going to write down in red what I am going to add to 3. So let's add a 2, followed by a 1, followed by a 0. So we can see that the red numbers are decreasing by 1 as we move on. The next number that comes after 0 will be negative 1. So 2, 1, 0, negative 1, followed by negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and negative 5. Now on the right hand side of the equation, 3 plus 2, we all can do that, it is 5. The next question, 3 plus 1, 4. 3 plus 0, no problem, is a 3. Now it comes to the addition of a negative number, and that is what we want to learn. So we see on the right hand side, this has a number pattern too. We went from 5 to 4 to 3. Logically, the next number must be 2, followed by 1, followed by 0, then negative 1, and negative 2. So here we have the correct answers to the questions on the left hand side of the equation. But let's take a closer look at these questions over here. If we look closely, we can see that they are equivalent to, for example, 3 plus negative 1 is 2. This is equivalent to 3 minus 1 equals to 2. For the next line, 3 plus negative 2 is 1. Isn't that the same as 3 minus 2 equals to 1? Next, 3 plus negative 3 is 0. That is the same as 3 minus 3 is 0. And as we continue, 3 minus 4 is negative 1. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. So from here we have a conclusion. When you take a number, for example 10, you add a negative number, for example negative 4. It is effectively the same as copying down the first number, which is 10. We are now going to remove whatever is highlighted in yellow. We're going to remove the plus sign, we're going to remove the brackets, and we will be left with negative 4. So this is effectively going to be 6. So here we have learned how to add a negative number. Let's move on to subtracting numbers. So again, we start with the same 3 on the left hand side. We will subtract a number. So this number, let us begin with 2. According to the sequence, I will still be reducing by 1, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Now let's work out the answers. So 3 minus 2, simple, that is 1. 3 minus 1, 2. 3 minus 0, 3. And now we come to subtracting of negative numbers. We can see on the right hand side, the numbers are increasing by 1, just like your red numbers on the left. The red numbers on the left are decreasing by 1, but the black numbers, the answers are actually increasing by 1 every time we move along. So the next number must be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So again, let's just focus on subtracting of the negative numbers. Apparently, 3 minus -1 is 4. Well, 3, let's just put in a blank over here. What should go into this blank to make it equal to 4? One of the options is 3 plus 1 equals to 4. Let's move on to the next line. 3, again another blank, equals to 5. This must be a plus 2. Moving on, 3 plus 3, we get 6. 3 plus 4, 7. 3 plus 5 equals to 8. Again, we see a pattern forming. When we take a number, you subtract a negative number, apparently it is the same as adding those two numbers up. So let me illustrate with an example. Let's use 10 minus -4. This is going to be the same as copy down the first number, which is 10. Whatever is highlighted will now be replaced by a plus. Copy down the final number, and we have 14. All these that are highlighted will be removed and replaced with an addition sign. Now we have already added and subtracted negative numbers. What if the sequence is reversed? So instead of starting with a positive 3 in the first two cases, I will now be writing 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and -6. The whole idea is to figure out what it means by adding a positive number over here to negative numbers. So again, we'll be using our strategy of observing patterns. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, and -3. Okay, and you should be able to figure out how these happened. The final example. Again, now we'll be subtracting negative numbers from negative numbers, beginning with, let's start with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2. Go through the number sequence. We have 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. What you should pay attention to will be these portions. Carry on with the number patterns and discover something for yourself. I hope this video has been useful for you.